Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another solo board game playthrough. Today we're going to be doing a playthrough of Neko Syndicate, maybe it's Neko Syndicate, the Japanese word for cat. And this game is sort of like a tableau building game. I think technically it'd be like pick up and deliver, sort of recipe fulfillment. And effectively what's going on is we are vying for like the head of this sushi syndicate, and like the elders retiring, and so these different groups are vying for control of the sushi syndicate. And we are going to be playing against Katana, which is the AI opponent. We actually don't use anything for the AI except for their cards, but this doesn't come until the very end of the game. So I've just got this set aside over here for the end of the game, and we're playing on the easiest difficulty. I'm not good at the game, so I get my butt kicked on the easiest difficulty, and there's a ton of difficulty modifications. But ultimately what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building out this network of our syndicate, and we're going to be taking our leader and going down to different parts of our syndicate to take various actions. And the main part of the game is we're going to be creating sushi, getting them to certain neighborhoods to get delivered, and then scoring points that way. So I'll kind of explain things as the game is going, but just before we get completely started, here are our different scoring objectives, and the sooner we get those completed, the better we do. The pyramid, as you can see here, will end up looking something like this, where we will start with our top bar here with our accountant and our recruiter? It's our chief operations officer. So that's our accountant, and that's our chief operations officer, and she's got a gun. And oh, there's scoring even on the back. I didn't realize that. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to be placing cards out, and we're going to be able to start taking a variety of actions. So at the beginning of the game, we're going to draw 4 minion cards, and the minion cards will look like this. They will have 2 neighborhoods with a letter from A to D. They will have 2 different action slots, and then on the bottom section and the top section will have the delivery slots. So there are 4 different kinds of fish that we're sending over. It's going to be tuna, salmon, sea bass, and mackerel. I'm going to call them by their colors because I'm not going to remember that. And those are the things that the places are going to want. So we can kind of go over the actions really quickly here. So any spot here lets us produce that particular fish. And how many we produce is equal to the level of that card. So for example, this is level 1, but we build out the 2 cards here. This is level 2, so we can take any action here twice. We build down here, level 3, we can take these actions 3 times. And then finally at the bottom, level 4, we can take those actions 4 times. We don't have to build, as long as they connect, we don't have to build an order. This is a valid way to build out your network. So these will let you produce that particular fish. These let you move your fish, your unsold sushi to different spots. And the way that works is that when you produce the fish, they end up in this spot. And then when you do movement actions, you can move them one neighborhood like this. I can move this one once and this one once because this would be the second level. Or I could do this, go boom, boom, and that would get it up there. This one lets us exchange different amounts of sushi for other sushi. And then this one lets us transport it via the train. So this is like a conductor type action. And that's where the letters come in play. So if I had sushi in this particular location and another D location, I could transfer this to this spot like that. So that'll make sense. And then there's finally one with a little rice bowl. And that lets you deliver nigiri. So sashimi does not have rice, and nigiri does have rice. So for the sashimi, when you get to that particular color in that spot, for example here, I can put it on there and that helps for scoring. But if I wanted to take this cube, and this is could take any kind of fish, I would have to be able to cook it, or cook the rice with it for the nigiri to put it there. So it'll make sense as we get going, but let's go ahead and get started here. I need to pick 2 cards. One's going to be placed in my network, the other one's going to be placed in my warehouse for later use, and then the other 2 will get discarded. And the discarded cards are going to be very important for the end of the game because they're going to be how he or she scores her stuff, the AI. But before we actually choose our cards, our 3 objectives for the game, our level 1 objective is to have 3 cards with subway operator and or delivery lady actions in the 3 and 4 levels. So that would be those 2 icons. in the 3 and 4 levels, so I'm going to get those built down there, which is probably good because I can produce a bunch of stuff and then get them moved around with more actions down there. Our middle one also wants down in the 3 and 4 level, which might be challenging. Deliver 6 sushi cubes, both levels 3s and 4s, can be sashimi or nigiri. So I have to do 6 cubes amongst those spots, and then finally the level 3 objective here is to have all 3 of my level 3 cards complete for scoring. So, all right, let's get into this here. So I want to get some cubes going. We probably want to do this one for this. And then, yeah, we'll take this one as our reserve, and then these two get discarded. Our warehouse card, I think that's, or not warehouse, is that what it's called? All the words have like thematic names. No, this is our warehouse card, sorry, with our supply. This is our lieutenant card. And so when we go to our accountant, that lets us draw 3 cards from the minion deck and discard 2 of them and then put the other one in our reserve. And then this one lets us place out a card from our reserve into our network. How we're going to do this is we're going to do this over 15 turns, and at the end of the 15 turns, we'll go into final scoring. The only thing the AI has going on during the main game is their scoring markers for the end game scoring stuff, and then we'll do their end game scoring after we do ours. All right, so enough of explaining. Let's go ahead and hop into it, and we get to take an action. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go down here, which makes sense. I'm going to draw 3 cards from the deck, and we're going to choose one to keep, and I think I want this one because it's only 2. We need to score all the 3s in there, which should be relatively easy. Has a Subway icon and has blue fish, which we don't have, we can score yet. So we're going to put those there. So we take that action once. Then we can go down here and we can either move fish or we can get fish, and we can't move anything, so we're going to go here. Because this is level 2, we're going to take 2 of these fish and put them in this neighborhood like that. And since we reached an end, our turn is done. I think in multiplayer, this is all simultaneous, so you're really just kind of doing your own thing. But we're going to move this across, and now we'll go into round 2. Okay. What do we want to do here? So I need to get some blue things generated for here and get those up there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to place this out here. And then we're going to go here and go here to get 2 orange cubes. Put them there. Okay. Our turn is done. We're going to move on. We are also, let's see, how do we want to do this exactly? We're going to go here again to place this out. We're going to place this, I think we're going to place this in between, because then we can go back down to here later. We're going to go here to move some stuff. And we're going to move this up, and then we're going to move this up again. So this should be able to, I don't think we have to move it twice in our that top area. Let me just double check. No, it actually is its own thing, so I do have to have to move it up one more time in order to score it. Okay, so that moves as our 2 movements, and then we're going to go down here and get 3 blue cubes because it's level 3. Okay, you can see things are going by very fast. Okay, we're going to go here. We'll draw 3 cards. You get some more here. Okay, so this is one of the things to cook the rice. That's what we need. So we definitely need that. Ooh, I like that card for here as well because we can move those down and then cook those. So I think I'm going to keep that one. We'll discard the other 2. We're going to come down here. We're going to move those 2 up. And then we're going to come down here. And we want to like swap some out. So B will go here. That'll go up there. I could do, oh, wait a minute. Here's an option. We're going to transport, and we're going to transport these 2 Ds to this area. And then because we do that, we can score that there because it doesn't have that. C can't go anywhere, but this B could go here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to pick that B there. Okay, that's the end of our turn. We're going to move on. All right, I do want to get this placed out. So we're going to place this out. I'm going to place this out here. And then we're going to go here to move some stuff. We're going to move these 2 down. And we need 3 things on this level, so I need to get some more stuff. And then we're going to go down here because this is the only option we can take. We can go here or here. I don't think I want to swap anything around, so I'm going to produce 3 blue cubes. right there. We'll start up. Boom. Okay. As you can see, this is going to go by pretty quick. We're going to go here to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's another subway action and there's another delivery action, which we want in this area down here. We need 2 of those things. So we're probably not going to use this card. We are going to make our way down here, so maybe we do want this, and we'll put this one. Oh no, we're going to take that card. We're going to discard these 2. Okay. Then we're going to go here, and I can move some stuff around. So we're going to move this up here and this up here. Okay. No. Go back. Not doing that. We're going here. We're going to make 2 reds. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to do our sushi, or our sashimi. So we're going to go here. Those 2 get put there. This will get put there because it just needs a wild. And have we? Oh, we've delivered only to 2 of the spaces. Okay. So that's our go. We start back up top. We move on here. We're halfway through the game. Round 7 out of 15. Or we're on round 7 out of 15. The question is, I'm going to get this down. I think I want to get this down here. I can draw another card. So, yeah, we'll place this out. And maybe want to place this here. The tricky part is I need white for both of these, so I maybe need a white card for here to get them up there. So we'll place that there. We don't have to do it this way, by the way. I'm just doing it this way because that's going to be kind of hard to get. So maybe we don't want to do that one. We'll go back over here, and I'll draw 3 again. And I need a white cube spot. Okay, and it's got the thing, so that we want that one. So we'll give these 2 to the discard pile. We'll come here, and I think I want to do this movement up here and this movement up here. And we're going to come down to here, and I'm going to move. I can move 4 things through the subway. So I could do D to here, which I don't need. I could do A, which I can't. There's nothing in A. Maybe I just produce more cubes. I could do B to B, which could go here. Let's do the B's here and the D. No, we're going to leave 1 here, and we're going to do the D to there. Okay. All right. Let's go here. I'm sorry, let's go here. We'll play one of these out. We're going to place out this one. Okay. 1, 2. So I need to place out 1 more, and I'll get this objective. We're going to... So we place that out. We're going to go here to get 2 of these. Then we're going to go here, and we're going to move some stuff around. So we're going to move these 2 down here, which is really great. And then we're going to move this one up there. All right, there we go. Round 9. So I can get these delivered. I need a white cube here, which I would have to get from here. And then it's going to be kind of a pain to get it over here because this is D. So for me to get a white cube in this area, I have to go 1, 2, 3 movements, which I can with this eventually. Maybe this is the play. Maybe we go here. Maybe this is the play. We're going to go down and place this here. Then we're going to go here to produce 2 more orange cubes. We're going to go here to produce 3 white cubes, right? Then we're going to go here to move 4 movements. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 movements that way. And then we're going to do 1 movement here. So that's our 4 movements. At the end of the round, we have 3 cards with these symbols in the bottom 2 rows. So we're going to place this here. This means we're going to get 14 points in the game plus 5 for being the first one because the AI gets 6 by default. So that's our turn. And now we're going to go here. We're going to draw... wait. Did I move the marker? I don't think I moved the marker. Now we're on round 10. Okay, I'm going to move. I don't think I moved the marker. Okay, we're going to take one of these. We need to complete these ones, which we're poised to do. So I'm going to take this one, and I think I'm going to place it down. Oh, I'm going to just take that to my hand. Okay. Then we're going to go here to produce 2 of these. And then we're going to deliver 3 different deals. So those 2 go here, and those 2 go there. since we've done all that, we're going to be able to now end our go. We score the second objective, which is deliver 6 things, and the third objective. So we did 6 things in this deal, and then we scored all 3 of these. So actually we get both of these right now. So it's going to be a lot of points for us. Move on to round 11. So I've got to get my board filled out, and I've got to get at least some sashimi or sushi or nigiri on some cards. So we're going to go down to here. We're going to place this out. I think we're going to place that there. We're going to go... I gotta do something about all of this, which is a lot of C's. We're going to go here and develop 2 of these. We're going to go here and move a bunch of stuff. So we get 1, 2, 3. And then we go down here and we can do 4 of them. Yeah, we do 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. We'll go here, draw 3, keep 1. Anything with red? That's white. I guess we'll take this one. Give these 2 back. We have to move some stuff around. So we need to move... let's see. And I can maybe transport some stuff some places. Those C's, unfortunately, don't have a lot of spaces I can go. I can take them here, but I can't do anything with them. So I'm going to have to move these down because I'm going to try to... I need to go 1, 2 movement like that. This might not be the most efficient. We'll go here and we'll subway some things. So I need to send... That's 2 movement to there. There's only 1 there. So there's 1 here, right? There's 1 to here. And then... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me not do that. Let's do these 2. These B's will go to here. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, okay. We're gonna... I'm probably not gonna be able to play out my last thing. So we're gonna play this out. We're gonna play this out down here. We are going to then go... We're gonna go here to move some stuff. And we have to move 2. We have 2 things to move. Let's see. Those are good. I'll move this up and I'll move this up. So those are my 2 movements. We'll go here and transport these 3 to down here, which will make sense at the end of the game. And then we'll go here to do 4 sushi. It's 4 nigiris. So there's 2 for that one. There's 1 for this one, and there's 1 for that one. Okay. On to round 15. We may be able to get this out. We'll draw a card. So we'll draw 3 cards. That needs red, and that needs red. Any of these have C? They do. Okay, we're going to take this one. I think. Yeah, we're going to take that one. Oh, it doesn't get played out. And we're going to hold that into our hand. I need to get something here. So we're going to go here, and we're going to move up. This is going to go 1, 2. Okay. We're going to subway some stuff. And we're going to subway that there. And this here. And then we're going to use this to swap some colors. Ooh, this is tough. And we're going to swap this for a white. And this doesn't even matter. And this for a white. And I'm going to forego the other 2 swaps. Okay. All right. Last turn. We're going to go here to play this out over here. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work right. So we do that. Okay. If we go down here, I can move two things. Okay. I need to move this down so that automatically gets delivered. I need to move. I'm going to subway all of these. So I think that's, oh, no, I need to move this. I'm going to move this up. That's going to get delivered there. That's my two movements. I'm going to use the subway deal and move these all to here. These immediately get delivered because that's a wild and a red. And then I'm going to do my rice. And that gets done up and that gets done up. And I think that's it. I think there's nothing else I can do. So that one's loose, but that's it. That's probably the best I've done in terms of getting these cards out. So that is it. That is the end of the game. So we're going to do our scoring. The book says to like do the stuff for the AI and then do scoring at the end. But we're going to do our scoring first so I can move everything out of the way and then do their scoring. So the way the scoring works, and I'll flip this over to show you, and then we'll write it out, is that we're going to take each layer and score 1 point for every delivered nigiri or sashimi. And then if we completed the whole order, we get bonus points. For every single loose fish, basically like this, where it doesn't have anywhere to go, we get -2. For every card that has no delivery on it, we get -2. And for every spot that is missing a card in our network, we get -2. So then for the first one, we're going to get, for the first layer, we multiply that score by 4, then the next layer by 3, then by 2, then by 1, which is why I should have moved this down so it would negatively impact me less. Then we're going to score for the objectives there, and when the person to score the level 1 objective, all the objectives first get a bonus 5 points, then a bonus 3 points, and a bonus 1 point. So we're going to do our score real quick, and then we'll see what the AI gets. So So the first layer, we have 2 points. We did not complete it, but that's 2 points times 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get the bonus here, 6, 7. 7 points -2 because we have a loose fish there. It's going to be 5 times 3, which is 15. Level 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4 because the bonus, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 2. So it's going to be 24. That was actually really good for us. And then here it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 for the bonus, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points for us there. Then on the objectives, we got all the objectives done before the AI, so that's going to be 14 plus 5, which is 19, 12 plus 5, and 12 plus 5, which is 17 and 17. So our total score is going to be 8 plus 15, which is 23, plus 24 is 47, plus 15 is 47, is 57, which is 62. 62 plus 19 is 81. 81 plus 17 is 91, 98. And then 98 plus 17 is 115, which is by far the best score I've gotten. So we're going to see how well they did. So the way that it works for the AI, and I'm like, again, you're technically supposed to do this all at the same, like set their stuff out, but it takes up so much space that I'm just going to move all my junk out of the way and my cards out of the way. And we're going to take their top card. They're going to take this. We're going to shuffle up the discard pile. So this is where this becomes very important. And we have their cubes. Now I have the easiest difficulty. So the easiest difficulty sets the difficulty modifiers or how many cubes they have in their warehouse, and then where we set their objective markers. So that's sort of how this works. And we're going to shuffle this up and create their network. Okay, so we place them out left to right. Okay. So there's that, and then we place out their cubes from left to right to fulfill the orders. So they're going to get this, top to bottom, left to right. So they're going to automatically get the maximum points for that. They're going to go here and get that one, which is pretty good for them. They're going to get this. We can choose the color off of that one. So I think I want to make them use a color up faster. So I'll take their blue. and then an orange. Here they'll do blue and the 2 reds. Here they'll do orange, white, 1 blue. They'll do this, those 2. They have nothing to do here. They're going to do this. They're going to do this, and they're going to do this. And then this will go here, and then they can't score this one. Okay, so then we score them identical to us. So here, the AI, so cat, Anna, which stands for something I'll read in the back of the book. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 times 4, 24. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. As you can see, they score points very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 2 is 26. And then finally, they get minus 2. So we'll count their positive points first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 2, 1. Okay. Then they score objectives, and they're second place on all of them. So they're going to get 9, 7, and 5. So 9 for 6 plus 3, 7 for 4 plus 3, and then 2 plus 5 plus 3. So then let's tally up their scores. So that's 50, 74, 75, 80, 96. Okay, and we actually won the game. I'm kind of surprised because I've been getting my butt kicked playing this. I can tell you my first couple games, I got 73 to 104 and 82 to 112. So I think really what helped it here was that I know what I'm doing more now, but then also like forcing them to not score these is like a pretty big deal. And maybe if I played this a little smarter about like stacking these up in such a way that they didn't maximize and get the bonus points, that's another way you'd be able to beat them in scoring. But that is a quick playthrough of Neko Syndicate. So there's a ton of these. Well, first off, this is a big deck of these minion cards, right? So you've got a lot of these cards. You also have a ton of these objectives. You play with a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. So they're all mixed up because I just basically shuffled them and then drew until I got one of each. But there's a ton of these objectives, I think 8 for each one. And then this is the really cool part, I think. And the solo difficulty here, let me just go to it. As you can see here, there are 18 solo difficulty levels. Because you can do the warehouse with a number of cubes, and then you can set the scoring. So the very easy is what we did, and nightmare is at the very end. So you can definitely tailor this to make it work for you almost perfectly in terms of competitiveness, because there is a plethora of difficulty adjustments. So that's a quick game of Neko Syndicate. I think the multiplayer is simultaneous, so everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and then when you're done with your round, you just place your card, your little token up there to say, hey, I'm done. But yeah, this is a really neat game. I think the idea of like figuring out a move efficiency. Of course, in this game, I like wasn't as efficient because I think it might be better to start to build out and like get down to the bottom row faster, and then that way, if you can do it upright, and that's the push and pull. You can do it upright, but you're kind of down, like if I like your first few placements go down to here, you're stuck doing these actions only. If you want to like get the most out of your actions. So I don't really know what the good balance is. I guess that's the point in playing it. But I think we did a good job at like really divert. I guess my cards are off the table. But I was like, we did a good job at like getting our actions kind of spread out in a really good way. You could get yourself kind of stuck depending on what gets drawn and what gets drawn from the deck, and then like where you place stuff. And then as you place stuff out, you're kind of starting to box yourself in, because once you place the card here, then that's your 2 levels, so you've got to kind of figure it out. And thankfully, you've got room down here to kind of play with it, but you can get yourself kind of in a stuck spot. I had a situation, one of my other games, where like I wasn't even going to a side of the network, and it had something like one of the only icons I needed. I think it was like white cubes or something. So I kind of like got stuck in a way where like I had to go there, but it wasn't the most efficient. So you've got a lot to play with here. It's a really cool game. Dani Garcia crushes it. He's so good. So anyway, that's Neko Syndicate. 25th Century's brought it with their Kickstarter, or maybe it was a GameFound campaign, but they crowdfunded it for the U.S. I don't think this is available in the U.S. outside of that. Maybe some retailers get it at some point, but 25th Century Games brought this to the U.S., so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, great game. A lot of fun. Had a really good time with it. I think the artwork's really great. The theme's really cool. And I think this is a good game to like, it's super, super, super thinky. The simultaneous play is nice because you're not waiting on other people, and you are able to kind of like figure out your own puzzle, and then everybody gets their set of cubes. So like basically everybody's gonna have 8 of each cube, and that's what you're working with. So like I think there are even strategies where you don't even pick a color, and you just like work on getting a bunch of one color and then just swapping them out and then doing your thing from there. Like I think you could pursue that. I think you could pursue just like getting these ones where you're just like filling in all as much as possible. So you're like getting a bunch of cubes and then just moving them all over the place and not even worry about cooking them, like doing the cooking, which are worth more points. But maybe you get a bunch of these where they're like, you don't need to do that. So you're scoring a bunch of like small points constantly. So I think there's a couple different avenues that could be interesting to try. So anyway, that's Neko Syndicate. Let me know what you guys think of the game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. They call this a thinky filler, and I think that's a really good description for this game. So anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.